And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
So the Nets starting 5. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the center. And for Los Angeles, Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the shooting guard. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Zubac. Now George. Now Jordan. Right now, both these sides dealing with injuries. We won't be seeing either of them at 100%.
I agree with you, Kevin. It's been tough for both of these teams as they work through their rotations due to the injury bug. Credit goes to not only the coaches for trying to plug the holes and manage their rosters, but to the players. You know, when you're a pro, even if you're not initially in the rotation, you've got to always be ready to go. And these guys have stepped up well, the reserves.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Harden with it. Pass to Green. Dishes it to Irving. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter.
Love the fact that Paul George expends great energy at both ends of the floor. He's a rangy defender who's extremely disruptive.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Count that one.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here is George. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
And I think George is clearly one of the most difficult covers in the league. When he's taking it strong to the basket, the defense sometimes has no choice but to foul it.
The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in, and so he makes both from the line.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Harden against Jackson. Harden kicks to Jordan. They kick it out to Green. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. So for the Clippers, Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And there it is for him.
This is one of George's main strengths, a phenomenal mid-range scorer.
Now here's Harden. Feeds to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Jordan's got his second basket.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Here's Rondo. Makes it off the glass.
You know, with Rondo's tenure in the league, he's been around now for over a decade and a half. He continues to give you flashes of that burst.
Now here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Now, here is Harden. The shot from the low post is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Rondo. Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
Well, I tell you what, George has tremendous bounce ability. It's always fun to see him launch and throw it down.
50 seconds left to play here in the first. And Harden with the stuff.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Now here's Rondo. And Leonard has it in the corner. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Harden the pass to Brown. Lets it go with a 3. Tips it. Here's Jordan. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Jordan's got 6 points.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Rondo kicks to Leonard for the 3. That shot missing. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And don't go away. We'll be back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
So for Brooklyn now, Brown out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Brown against Kennard. It's hauled in by Claxton. Fournette shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Here's Irving following the basket by Marcus Morris. Irving passes to Claxton. Here's Llewellyn. Shot clock at 6. Irving dishes to Aldridge. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. Irving against Jackson. Now, here is Irving. He's covered closely. Aldridge. And no good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Here's Mann. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's the 3. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Kennard. Gets a very good look and converts. Kennard's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Jackson looking around. Brown against Kennard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's Morris for three. The rebound by Luwawu.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Jackson against Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:05 left in the first half. Here's George. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. And off the glass. That one's good.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now here's Harden. He has 6. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris finds Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Jackson against Johnson. Jackson passes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. He dishes it to Batum. Green with the rebound. Outside Jordan. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. It's all tied.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points and 1. And that's a wrap for our...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum, and it's Leonard in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Now here is George, and Leonard has it in the corner. Back to George. The pass to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. Zubac has got it all tied up now for the Clippers. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Now here's Leonard. Harden missing his last shot.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Outside Jackson. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Zubats. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Harden with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. They trail by 3 to the paint. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Hey, you can't forget about this now. Rondo's averaged double-digit assists multiple seasons. As good a passer as any in this league.
Now here's Irving. He's got 8. Here's Aldridge. And with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Harden gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Master teaching class going on out there on how to run an offense. What a beautiful thing it is to watch Rondo go to work.
Now here is Irving. He kicks to Griffin. And stolen by Patterson. Morris right side. Oturu. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Oturu's got 6 points in the quarter. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Irving looking over the floor. Connects from three-point range. Irving's got 11 points.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter. And he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Rondo passes to Oturu. That one good for 2. Oturu's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Harden kicks to Aldridge. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Rondo drives in. Here's Oturu. The tray. Patterson can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. This one for 3. Kept alive. And it's Aldridge on the follow. And now a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
Boy, I like the work Aldridge did there. Good hustle. Nice job getting good position.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Harden. He's got 15. Right side, Griffin. Off target at the rim.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
We're at the and let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Luwawu is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Chiozza in at the 1. Here's Chiozza. Paul George making his last shot. Chiozza passes to Griffin. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. It's stolen by Morris. Harden against George. Now the dish to Patterson. Outside, George. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Harden. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Remarkable speed in transition from Harden, sprinting ahead of everybody, putting himself in a great spot there.
A steal. And they're running. Here's Claxton. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a poor foul shooter to the line.
Yeah, and he was on his way to sending that one down, so the play is definitely to foul right there, which he did.
And Brooklyn making a change here, so he gets them both. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Outside Jackson. It's deflected. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. It's Brown on the wing. Paul George with the steal. Leonard attacking.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Kawhi Leonard taking 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Irving. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Aldridge is subbed in for Blake Griffin. And here is Los Angeles now. After the basket by Brooklyn, it's Jackson with the drive. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brown. And that one falls for Jackson. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Harris outside. Pass to Harden. And Harden with the stop.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Now, here's George. Leonard attacking and finished off by Leonard.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Irving against Jackson. It's stolen. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Now, here is Harden. Here is outside. It's Harden with the drive. And the rejection by Zubac to take the lead. Here's Leonard outside for George. Lock at 6. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
It's good.
Irvin's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
And here is Los Angeles now. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George. Brooklyn with the rebound. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a switch here. Batum's checked in. And the Nets making a change here as well. Chioza's checked in. Harden surveying the D. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here.
And every single season, Paul George has kicked his game up another level. I think he's a premier two-way forward who gets it done at both ends.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Outside, George. Can they tie? Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. G8.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. So the next starting five. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Green. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the center position. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the three. Now, here is Harden. The pass to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Jordan's got the first points up on the board for Brooklyn. Now Lillard. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You see the cleverness of Irving on that play, able to get his shot off despite getting wet.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Lillard outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good as any point guard.
Harden scanning the floor. Right side, Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Lillard against Harden. The three. And it's Lillard missing. For Brooklyn, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. A shot's good from Irving.
Out in the open court, Irving's just too quick, too shifty to contain.
It's Covington on the wing. Back to Lillard. Nurkic up top, guarded by Jordan. Nurkic the pass to Powell. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. On the wing, Harden. 18 feet out. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it's Lillard missing.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Irving's shot is good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Shot to stop the run, and Lillard throws it down.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. The speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
The shot by Powell, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Now, here's Lillard. And the rejection by Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And then for Brooklyn, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Green. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen him.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 6.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Simon, and he slams that one down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Kanter's shot is off.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
And Harden with the stuff.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Here's Kanter after the basket by Brooklyn. Here's McCollum.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
And it's Irving missing. Trailblazers trail by 17. Out left to the wing. Here's Simons. McCollum kicks to Kanter. Powell the pass to Kanter. Here's McCollum. And it is is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And so it's Brooklyn, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving it
normal beginnings. I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Sutton.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Passes it to Chioza. He dishes it to Aldridge. Pass to Chioza. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Pushing it up. Kicks it out to Lillard. Jones in the post. Outside Anthony. Simons surveying the D. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brooklyn leading by 13. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. In the corner, it's Aldridge. Takes a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
A nice shot by Simons.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Now, here is Harden. Tight defense on him. Here's Claxton. Whistle blows. Bucket. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Portland shooting their first free throws of this. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to. Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Brown wide open. He fires. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up to the Portland Trail Blazers. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. And here is Irving. He's got 8. And Harris wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer is right on target. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it on.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. There's 39 seconds left here in the second. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Powell.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Outside for Griffin. Brown outside. And the 3 off target. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. That's a 2 from Powell. Here's Jones. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Pull up Jay. No good on the last second attempt there. And all right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 13 points, 4 assists, and that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise. I mean, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Luwawu. Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Right side, Griffin. Brown, the pass to Harden. Shot clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Albert Covington picks one up.
Oh, he's mastered the Harden drawing fouls. Harden's led the league in free throws time and time again.
Harden hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Lillard attacking. It's hauled in by Brown. Nets leading by 11.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
Down low and taken away by Brown. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Keeps it alive.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Powell kicks to McCullough. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard against Harden, and the basket is good. Lillard's got 6 points.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it, and it's opened things up for him.
Harden outside. The kick out to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Nets lead by 13.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feed.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. Powell for 3. Cans it from downtown. 5 points in the game.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Harden dishes to Griffin. Shoots over Covington. That shot by Griffin, no good.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Covington against Griffin.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Nets leading by 10. Oh, Griffin in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Look, a big man with major ups. I mean, Griffin wants to use his athleticism as much as possible.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Cantor's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for McCollum. The Nets also changing it up. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Green in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, you know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Jones, and the lead is down inside single digits. Jones has got his first bucket in this one. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 17 points was their biggest margin. Unloads from 13, and he gets the jumper to drop. Irving's got 10 points.
You got to know that Irving is an excellent mid-range shooter. But then again, where isn't he a great shooter?
Here's Simons, covered by Irving. Pass to Simons. Outside Anthony. The shot missing, and Brooklyn will come the other way. The Nets shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
Well, Irving came into this league as a terrific three-point shooter, and I think he's only getting better with age if he can.
Norman Powell's checked in for Robert Covington. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Jones.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 and 5 here. Good on both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Back to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Nets leading by 10. They've got Norman Powell. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lillard against Harden. And the wide open shot from Green. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists in the game.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Anthony down low, working on Green, and it's in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Harden. Outside Green, and stolen by Lillard. Out to Anthony. Now the pass to Powell. Lillard against Harden. And Jones has it in the corner. Kanter finds Anthony. 4 on the shot clock. Stolen by Harden. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. A pull-up. Shoots over Powell. Harden outside. From outside, off the mark.
Defensive breakdown. And they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That is his first foul of the game. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. And a change for the Nets. Brown's checked in. Harden with it. Harris outside. A 3. Rebound by Anthony.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And the dunk by Powell.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Harden outside. He feeds it to Aldridge. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Aldridge has got his first points of the game.
And guys, if you let Aldridge get inside with the ball, you've already lost. I mean, he's too big, too strong, too skilled. And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Harden outside. There's the feed to Aldridge. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. And the shot goes in.
Good luck in stopping Harden tonight. Another classic performance from the ultimate scoring machine.
Kanter, high post. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from McCollum.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Harden inside the three-point line, and Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lillard the pass to Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
Oh, man, what a slam by Kanter. His size lets him make easy work of those big plays in the paint.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Harden the pass to Harris. Aldridge trying to break free. That's good from Harris on the assist by Harden. Harden's got his 8th assist in the game. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Kanter.
A true inside-outside player. We know Kanter can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
Harden against Lillard. Harden outside. It's Aldridge, high post. Shoots over Kanter. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. And the Nets also making a change. Buawu's checked in. Nurkic up top. McCollum outside. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. Lillard against Harden. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Irving. Fires from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for. And when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
3-pointer Lillard. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good. Coming right up. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Harden. From deep. Giannis grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
There's the pass to Lopez. Middleton inside the three-point line. Brooklyn with the rebound. Irving attacking. Jordan dishes to Irving. And the slam by Blake Griffin. And Doris, tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here is Harden. Pass to Griffin. Irving up top. About a minute played so far here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Harris from about 19 feet. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Giannis outside. Pass to Lopez, and stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Harris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Harris outside. Outside Jordan. Passes to Harden. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the 3 ball. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Harden against Holiday. Lopez. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
The Nets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Irving finds Griffin. Fast break, Milwaukee. Shots good by Middleton.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Stolen by Holiday. And the pass to Lopez. To the middle. Bucks passing it around. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Middleton outside. Back to Lopez. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, this team likes to see Lopez working hard on the glass. That's a part of his game he must continue to improve upon.
Harden against Holiday. In the corner, Irving with it. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, it's rare for a point guard to do as much damage on the interior as Kyrie Irving. You've got to guard him in there.
Giannis passes to Holiday. Inside. Kicks it down to Middleton. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Some changes here for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. 1:02 left in the first. There's the lob to Aldridge. The shot will not fall. Bucks trail by 5. Connaughton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Count it, good.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Harden. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Aldridge misses. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Forbes dishes to Giannis. For three, Middleton, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo has evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Now, here is Irving. He's tightly guarded. Harden, that's good.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
It could go. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Brown outside. Pass to Llewellyn. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Portis. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively. Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. After the basket by Brooklyn. And again, the Bucks miss. Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's Harden. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drop.
Pass to Caruth. Here's Portis over Aldridge, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. And it's Green with the jam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
So both teams changing it up here. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Jeff Green.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Holiday against Harden. Brown outside. Kicks it out to Harden. A second chance effort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Harris is checked in for the Nets. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Holiday, the pass to Portis. That one goes. Count it.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Here's Holiday following the bucket by the Nets. Portis, it's good on the putback. Portis has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the blockout, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Left side, Griffin. Shoots over Tucker. Griffin can't get it to go in. Bucks trail by 7. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
So just reliable enough from the mid-range, right? Tucker forcing the defense to keep an eye on him.
Irving with it. Passes it to Griffin. To the inside. Claxton doesn't get it to drop for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Out to Harris. Brown outside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Holiday, here we go. In a wide open look for Portis. The 19-footer is on the money. Portis has got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Irving against DiVincenzo. Out to Harris. Back to Irving. Irving double team. 5 on the clock. Claxton no good. Bucks trail by 5. Here's DiVincenzo. Lays it up off the glass. DiVincenzo's got his first points in this one.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
And here's Harris from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
And this is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
That'll do it for the first half. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Brooklyn did not hesitate to set the pace. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Irving. Griffin is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the center position. Harris's shot is off.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. Middleton's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Bucks. Pass to Irving. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Nets lead by 5.
Well, this is the beauty of Kyrie Irving. You think of him as a creator, but this guy in a catch and shoot just as lethal.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Crafty move. Shoots over Griffin. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Forbes checked in. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Now here is Holiday. And he lays it straight in. Holiday's got 6.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Chioza passes to Jordan. Count it.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 3. The feed to Lopez. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Chioza scanning the floor. Feeds it to Jordan. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And Holiday kicks to Forbes. Green inside. To the Kuhnbo's there. Green finds Jordan. Stolen by Middleton. Here is Forbes, guarded by Harris. Lopez passes to Middleton. Lopez dishes to Middleton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. He's got 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Here is Harden after Drew Holiday's score. And here is Harden. He has 7. Dishes it to Harris. Lopez with the steal. Deflects the pass. Here's Harden. The shot comes out. Good D by Holiday. Middleton looking it over. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Lopez kicks to Middleton. 6 to shoot. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Lobs it up for Jordan. Stolen by Holiday. A clear look here for Middleton. And the Bucks miss again.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
From 20 feet out. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Harris against Middleton. For the lead. And again, the Bucks miss. 1 second left. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Chioza, no good. The Bucks trail. Giannis passes to Forbes. A miss that time would have put him up. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Releases. The rebound by Jeff Green.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Odion Kurucs comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. From about 16. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
That mid-range, Jay, just no problem for a big man like LaMarcus Aldridge. Really, he has patented that jump shot.
Covered by Irving. Plays it up and banks it in.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And stolen by Portis. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And here they come. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And it's the Bucks on the break. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Kurucs passes to Connaughton. DiVincenzo against Brown. 4 on the clock. Fires the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nets leading by 4. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Griffin. Pass to Luwawu. Outside Irving. To the right side. Luwawu's shot is off. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now here's Irving. Aldridge left side. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
A proven commodity. Aldridge wants the ball during these moments. Loves being the guy to take that big shot.
1:35 left to play in the final quarter. Over in the corner, Kurucs. Griffin with some nice D. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And that's an intentional foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. .119 left in the game. Passes it to Claxton. The kick out to Irving. To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Bucks trail by 4. Outside Holiday. Middleton outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call this. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told us guys, this is it. We need one final push here. Everyone working together. Let's go get these guys. He also talked about making smart plays with the ball. Kevin, you can't have any mistakes at this point of the game.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Harris outside. From the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around. In the corner, Middleton with it. To take the lead. Can't get the three to fall. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, they've got Harris. Green is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Clippers on defense. Down low. Batum with the steal.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Jackson.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson. Using his poise and vision to make a play.
Harden against Jackson. And the shot goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Zubac, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Both shots good from the stripe.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
To the paint, here's Brown. And the layup falls.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Now here's Jackson. Inside. Zubac kicks to Jackson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Jeff Green on the wing. Back to Brown. Feeds to Jordan. Pass to Brown. The Nets working the ball around now. 3 on the clock. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Leonard. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds him. Great feel for the game.
To the middle. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now here's George. 3-pointer. James Harden with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Yep, that one goes in there. Brown's got his second basket of the game.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Outside, George passes to Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Harden, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You always got to track Harden, an elusive player who knows how to get it done inside.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Over Jordan. The shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Shot is good off the back rim and in. It's all knotted up.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
And George gets it to go.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green, and Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. The Clippers also making some changes. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Here's Leonard. Misses off the right iron. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Now here's Rondo. Here's Patterson. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Harden against Rondo. The kick out to Irving. Harris up top. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And it's Irving missing. Patterson with it. Shoots the 3. Doesn't go that time. And Irving launches it from deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Morris is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Mann in at the 2 spot. Count that bucket.
Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. Rondo passes to Patterson.
There's the versatility of Aldridge, disrupting the shot, showing how valuable he can be at the defensive end.
Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Patterson. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Aldridge has got his first basket. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's Brown after Rajon Rondo's bucket.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Rondo against Irving. Here's Mann. Outside for Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. Nice D from Aldridge.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo against Johnson. Brown outside. And the pass to Claxton. And the Nets miss again. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And stolen by Aldridge. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. That gives them. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Nets with possession here. The Clippers getting the bucket. On the wing, Green. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard inside. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Clippers?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Leonard with the steal. Right wing, picked off in midair. One-on-one here. Brown kicks to Green. Duwawu, the pass to Green. Leonard against Brown. Clock at 6. Back to Green. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and James Harden has subbed in for Bruce Brown.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Now here's Rondo. Here's Zubac. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Jordan. Harden the pass to Jordan. Over Rondo. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Morris. And that one drops. Morris has got his first 2 points.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
So that'll be it for the... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Shutting the floor for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Gioza in at the 1.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is given. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders. Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Harden. He's got 8. Dishes it to Griffin. Harden kicks to Griffin. Harris looking it over. 3-pointer. Good on the triple. Harris has got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
And George, here we go. And George able to finish. George has got 6 points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Harden the pass to Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside, George. Count that one. He's got 8.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Here's Harden. Count the basket. Harden's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Nets.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Passes it to Leonard. High post, Zubac. Back to Leonard. Fires the three. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harris with the ball. Jordan kicks to Harris. Left side, Griffin. Here's George. Rebound, Brooklyn. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Basket, good. And it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
George with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. George dishes to Batum. Outside for George.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Down low, here's Griffin. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Here's George following the basket by Blake Griffin.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Nets have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight, and he makes the first. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And it's George finishing it off.
I tell you, George is an amazing athlete. He's got great speed, and when he's in the open court running the break, that's a scary look for the defense.
Right side, Griffin. Brown outside. Irving looking for an opening. Goes up on the high post. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
You can't allow Irving that look. You just can't give him that. He's too talented a player.
Jackson passes to Oturu. It's George on the wing. Inside. And it's blocked.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Now, this is what his coaches like to see. Jackson making an effort to distribute the ball in that situation.
Now Irving. Over George. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Rajon Rondo. Batum is out there with Kennard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Oturu in at the center, filling out the middle.
I like how George looks for contact. He kind of seeks it out. He doesn't back away from the hard physical contact. He knows he's going to get a chance to get to the line when he does take the contact.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Nets leading by 6. Now, here is Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Rondo against Irving. Rondo, no good. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Brown drives in. Leonard with the steal. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. And George with the stuff.
Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George, something to behold. When he leaves the ground for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw in awe.
Now here's Irving. The kick out to Aldridge. Shoots over Batum. Aldridge misses. Clippers trail by 6. Rondo dishes to Batum, and that's going to be a travel. Brooklyn making some changes. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Now, here is Harden. The feed now to Aldridge. Pass to Claxton. Back to Aldridge. Up and in on the layup. And the Nets lead by 8.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Here's Rondo, and good that time.
Rondo going right through the contact and scoring there. He's a lot tougher than he looks.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Feeds it to Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Rondo kicks to Leonard. Rejected by Harris, and he's able to get it back. The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Brooklyn?
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And another area where they've separated themselves, guys, is at the foul line. I mean, those extra points are starting to add up.
Now here's Harden. He dishes it to Aldridge. Back to Harden. 5 to shoot. Here's Harris. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Leonard the pass to George. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
Kyrie Irving is checked in for the Nets. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Zubats is checked in.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Here's Irving. Bucket is good. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you need a confident player to get you a big bucket. And that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
Rondo drives in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
You know, I still think Rondo is a great role player in the league. He knows he's out there to distribute the ball and provide leadership on the floor, and he does both really well.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Now, here is Irving. Harden the pass to Griffin. The layup off target. Clippers trail by 3. Some solid defense from Harris. In transition, here come the Nets. And the rejection by Zubats. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Los Angeles now. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Outside for George. And Jordan sends it back. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. For Brooklyn, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, of 9.
can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Rondo kicks to George. Outside for Rondo. Leonard on the wing. That shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Rondo against Harden. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It falls!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Irving from long range. He can't get it to go. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. And don't let the high fashion fool you. These...
Well, guys,
You certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And looking at the Nets, Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan, and it's Green in at the 4 spot. Harris kicks to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Over McCollum, and McCollum with the block. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
Out in the open court, Irving's just too quick, too shifty to contain.
McCollum outside. Pass to Powell. It's Covington on the wing. Lillard against Harden. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Harden scanning the floor. Feeds it to Jordan. Back to Harden. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Covington against Green. They get it again. Nurkic. Here's McCollum. The rebound by the Nets.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Irving. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You have to love it. There's no quit in this kid, Irving. When he gets hit, he sticks with his shot.
Brooklyn shooting their first foul shot of the game. And that one falls for Irving. Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Now the pass to Nurkic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
All right, evolving his game over time. That's what's going on. I mean, look, this demonstrates growth. Nurkic looking willing to challenge himself with these shots.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for Norman Powell. McCollum, no good.
Now, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. The Nets have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Well, the former #1 overall pick, tremendous success early in his career. Irving continues to find ways to improve.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. McCollum with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up over to the wing. Here's Simons, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Luwawu is checked in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Kicks it out to Harden. The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first one falls.
Well, look, I love how Harden does a little bit of everything. Aggressive scorer, solid rebounder, superb passer, and he's also improving on the defensive end.
Anthony taking his time here. Jones in the post. Here's Simons to the inside and stolen by Aldridge. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And Luwawu gets it to go.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Nets leading by 6. In transition, here come the Nets. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in. Luwawu's got his second bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And stolen by Aldridge. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. From deep, Harden. They grab their own miss.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Cannon. Back to McCollum. Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Harden. Here's Claxton. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And it's McCollum in the corner. Jones, the pass to Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Cantor in at the 5. Anthony, the pass to Covington. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
It's easy to admire Covington. Even when the defense gets rough with him, he stays with him.
Harden against Lillard. Harden the pass to Harris. From deep three-point range. No good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Lillard against Brown. Lillard attacking. And then Lillard slams it in.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Lillard against Harden. Harris outside. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire to play with.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Lillard following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Outside, Covington launches it. Powell inside. Brown on him. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Brooklyn leading by 8. Here's Griffin. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open. It's hard to find.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Brown. And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. McCollum dishes to Cantor. Pass to Simons. An easy 2 points on the layup.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Irving passes to Luwawu.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his 2nd foul. He's got to play it a little safer.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the 2nd quarter. Nets passing it around. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Griffin. Irving dishes to Griffin. To the paint. Luwawu's shot is off.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from McCollum.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Johnson. Outside Irving. Pass to Luwawu. Griffin kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Irving with a clean look. No good on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 5. And there's the pass to Cantor. Here's Simons. He's guarded by Johnson. A nice shot by Simons.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. Harris is checked in for the Nets. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Covington's checked in. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the 2nd quarter. And here's McCollum. Passes it to Nurkic. With 2 seconds left. And that one hits back iron. And that'll do it for the first half of Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to you. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 5. Kenny, give us your take. Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Green. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here is Irving. Following the missed shot by Nurkic.
One of the best point guards in the league and getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
Pass to Nurkic. Outside Covington. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Brown is checked in for Kyrie Irving. Nets on defense. Nurkic in the post, guarded by Jordan. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Harden outside. Right side Jordan, outside Green, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a minute played as the second half gets going. It's Harden with the drive. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Lillard. McCollum fires from way outside. And it's off from 3-point range.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harris has got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets. McCollum feeling it out a bit. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kicks it out to Lillard. McCollum right side. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard against Brown. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Lillard.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the 3rd.
Harden the pass to Harris. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Nets lead by 10.
A slight rebound advantage for them. 1 more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him. The pass to Brown. And here's Harris from the arc. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Harris has got 6 points in the quarter. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja. Both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Here is Harden after the made shot from Robert Covington. Brown dishes to Jordan. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 9. Passes to Powell. Up top, Covington, guarded by Green. Harris against Powell. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden against Lillard, and Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Trailblazers on D, 7-point differential, and the dunk by Aldridge.
This is what a leader does early. Good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
Pass to Carmelo. Irving with the steal, and now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Griffin. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Portland, we've got Anthony. He's out there with Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That free throw good from Anthony. The Nets making a switch here. Chioza's checked in. And both free throws good for Anthony. Brooklyn with the ball. Irving with the ball. Kicks it to Aldridge. Back to Irving. Now the feed to Aldridge. Just 5 on the clock. And staying with the play, Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
One-on-one fast break from past the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And here's Chioza. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. Here's Chioza.
That's number 5 on him. No room for error anymore. I bet they'll take it at him right now. Try to get him out the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. It's stolen by Jones. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Ripped away. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Jones pulls it down.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight. That's nice hustle at the court. A nice pass to reward that hustle.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Now, here is Irving. He kicks it to Aldridge. Harris passes to Aldridge. They get it back. Goes up again, and he sinks the layup.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Lillard scanning the floor. Back to Anthony. Pass to Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Sinks the triple.
You got to get out on Lillard. His long-distance shot, it's cash.
Now Irving. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, and Enes Kanter picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
So both teams making some changes here. A shot by Harden, wide open, and the Nets miss again. Trailblazers trail by 8, and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
I mean, come on, fellas, keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Harden against Lillard. A 3 ball. And James Harden, good for 3.
Well, it's a beautiful shot right there from Harden. He has the touch, and quick release needed to torch defenses from outside.
Irving with the steal. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. From outside the arc, and the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Nurkic finds McCollum. Lillard outside. There's the pass to Covington. And he uses the glass on the layup.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Nets.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
It's the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. An almost entirely new group here for Portland.
It's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
Stolen by Harden. Nurkic against Aldridge. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Irving from long range. The rebound by Giles.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10.
Number 16.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Chiosa. So it's the Nets picking up the win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Nets, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the center, filling out the middle. Irving passes to Green. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Green. Back to Jordan. Lopez with the steal. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. To the inside. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Holiday.
Well, the balance that Brook Lopez has on these kinds of finishes is really admirable. He doesn't allow the defense to alter his shot.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. It's Harden with the drive. Harris outside. No good from outside. And it's the Bucks ball. There's the lob into Antetokounmpo, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, you love to see DJ work that hard in transition. Go ahead, run the floor, big man.
Holiday against Harden. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Harris wide open. He shoots. His three-pointers off the mark.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Lopez. Jordan with some nice D.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Harris finds Irving. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Harris misses.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. Passes it to Holiday. And Lopez gets it to go.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Holiday against Harden. Irving for 3. Harden, and Harden on the follow.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here is Holiday. No points in the game yet for him. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Holiday against Harden. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. And Harden with the stop.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And really, from second-round pick to All-Star, Middleton's story inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
The Bucks making a switch here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And here is Irving after the three-pointer from Bobby Portis. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Some of the best point guards are sneaky good rebounders. Kyrie doing work on the glass right there.
Here's Forbes. They get it back.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Outside Irving. Down low, it's tipped. Pass to Claxton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Claxton, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
And at the end of one, both teams put...
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
We've got Brown. Griffin is out there with Luwawu. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Irving at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now, here is Irving. Defense right on him. Left side, Griffin. The pass to Luwawu. Now Middleton. There's the triple. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nets with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Outside Irving. Feeds it to Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
And one for the highlight reel. And you see after multiple knee surgeries, Griffin can still get up.
Middleton on the wing. He's looking for Tucker and finds him. Back to Middleton. Launches a 3. Drills it from outside. Middleton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Irving passes to Griffin. Back to Irving. He feeds it to Griffin. And he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Forbes. Buries it from three-point range. Forbes has got 5 now.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Harden surveying the D. Stolen. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Tucker, defended by Griffin. Tucker can't get it to go.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's his first trip to the line.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
That free throw good from Brown. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. DiVincenzo with it. Harris is there. It's deflected. The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Well, you can be a second-round selection and still make it in the NBA. Joe Harris, because of his commitment to work, has carved out a nice career for himself. This guy is a lights-out three-point shooter.
DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. The feed to Lopez. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harris outside. That 3 off the mark.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
So for the Nets, Green comes in for Harris, and it's Kyrie Irving in for Brown. And Holiday, here we go. On the wing, Holiday. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. .26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. They trail by 1. Outside Irving. From deep. Lets it go from deep. Harden, no good. Antetokounmpo up top. He's covered by Irving. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
And Irving launches it from deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that's a wrap.
And And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Outside Irving. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
On the wing, Holiday. Kick out to Giannis. Here's Lopez, and it's blocked by Jordan. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Back to Harden. Pass to Brown. Harris against Middleton. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
DeAndre Jordan simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
For 3, Middleton. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
It's all about Kumbo. He lobs it up. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Drew Holiday. Harden the pass to Brown. On the wing, Harris, defended by Middleton, shoots from the corner, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Harris has got 6.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Up top, DiVincenzo. He's covered by Brown, and Tucker kicks to Connaughton. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target from outside.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Brown finds Harris. Jordan with it, guarded by Tucker. Right side, Jordan. 6 to shoot for the tie. No good. That would have tied it. Milwaukee in the lead. Inside. Giannis dishes to Tucker. Middleton the pass to Connaughton. Fires for 3. And the Bucks miss again. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. In the corner, it's Harris. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
It's Harden with the drive. Right side, Jordan. They kick it out to Green. From deep three-point range. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis with it. Now Green defending. Giannis passes to Tucker. Back to Giannis. Middleton on the wing. Guarded by Harris. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Ben Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. Good on the three-point shot.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here is Irving. Defense is right there. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A primary scorer for his team. Griffin also has a knack for drawing fouls on the way up.
Blake Griffin hits them both. 23 seconds left in the third. Holiday with it. That one goes in. Holiday's got the lead up to 7 now for Milwaukee.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Not going to go that time. And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Luwawu is out there with Griffin. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Brooklyn has possession. He dishes it to Johnson. Lopez against Irving. Back to Johnson. 2 on the clock. No good on the 3. One-on-one fast break. Here's Norrell. Outside Portis. It's picked off. Fast break, here they come. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Pass to Forbes. Portis in the post. Griffin on him. He's guarded by Johnson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. First free throw is good. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And James Harden subbed in for Tyler Johnson.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the middle, 5 to shoot. And it goes down 2 points.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Harden outside. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Harden. Pass to Claxton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal.
No good on that one.
Your Nets, Nick Claxton. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. And here's Holiday. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Clock at 6. Middleton against Harris. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nets trail by 6. Harden outside. The pass to Irving. The 19-foot shot. And Lopez pulls it down. Irving's gone 2 for 5 tonight. And again, the turnover by the Bucks.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Harden outside. Harris outside. Let's keep it alive. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Lopez needs to hold down the fort on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. It's Harden with the drive. This is to Jordan. Good D by Lopez.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
And Giannis throws it down.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Holiday. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Harris. Connaughton passes to Holiday. But they recover it.
And that long rebound just falls right back into their hands. That'll reset the shot clock.
It's a hand on it, and Antetokounmpo on the follow. And it's a 10-point Milwaukee lead.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Bucks.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, DeAndre Jordan's a problem because if he gets that close, you know the defense has to commit to him.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. From downtown, DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 8.
Well, how about the 2008 NBA draft? DeAndre Jordan becomes the 35th pick and becomes an all-star for the first time in 2017. Boy, really an example of what can happen when you put the work in.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.